Siman base, Koton Aleph, we'll start again. V'hiyan ma shechidashnu le'el Siman Aleph. The din amira b'kiddushin, the law that you need to speak in Kiddushin, ein orak, is not only mishum das chaloi sakinyan. It's not only the speaking express the knowledge to make the law take effect of the acquisition. Elagam mishum, rather also, maisa Kiddushin. You need amira because amira makes the act of kicha of Kiddushin. So you don't need just speak to express knowledge for Chalois Kinyan, general Chalois Kinyan. In amira because when you speak, it's you. It says you should take her. Kiika, man, it's like a woman, it's a part of his taking. So the amira not only represents the das of Chalois Kinyan, rather the amira represents also the Maisa Kiddushin, it's not Keminas. Since it also represents the Maisa Kicha, so it has to come from him. And it cannot be that she says and he agrees. Even though I know he agrees and he wants, it's not enough. Because the initiation has to come from him. Amira, this is what we said in Siman Aleph. According to the Rosh. Even he says, yes, Hein, and her speak is not enough. According to the Rosh. You remember that? You learned Siman Aleph, Rabbi Sackton? Good. You know.
The Amira, this is the Inika.
Yes.
Because he said.
Yes. So as dinim, since the Amira is part of Kika, so as dinim, there's a lot of dinim. He has to have the initiation. Cannot come from her according to the Rosh. Even it says hein, so the initiation did came and he says hein, but hein on her words according to the Rosh, not enough.
Yes, right at the beginning. Three lines down. What we read yesterday. The second Kiddushin, student base.
Estamos viendo Siman Bet של בקעת שמואל. I have everything by the much papers. I think I need to do all the things. You don't make it. Very good. Nice. Roto el día. No, respondeme, sí.
Okay, let's continue on. So, in Siman Aleph, he expands this concept of Amira in Maisa Kicha of Kiddushin. That is, even though you have Umdanis and Noichoches, there's not enough. You need Amira mitzad Maisa Kicha of Kiddushin, which means according to the normal circumstances or rules of Kol HaTorah of Umdan and Noichoch and Dvarim Shebalev and Dvarim. But in the world of Maisa Kicha has to be both from his. Somebody saying the Kodesh without saying the word li, or you what he mean, you know what he means, etc. Still doesn't work because you need a Maisa Kicha from his words to be clear from him. And he finds many cases where he goes through Siman Aleph to show that where the normal words on the normal structures of Nazirus, of Nidorim, of Dvorim Shebalev, all those different things, we find that there's Dvorim Shebalev, there's Dvorim, and the Bitui Sosayim is the Bitui, and the whole nation understands what he means, and this and that, etc. Still, in the Maaseh Kicha of Kiddushin, has to come from him and clear from him, right? That's what he said. That's the whole piece there.
You compare it to Yad, the zeros and all the.
Correct. And the Zirus, Dvorim Shebalev.
But the words don't make the situation the same. You get Shmuel.
Because you need another level, another layer of Maaseh Kiddushin. Now he ends, he goes to another layer of Maaseh Kiddushin. And he says, third line, since I was able to understand on my own and say on my own the svora of my Rebbe, and to really mechaven, be exact with the svora of the das of my Rebbe, I want to write more. What looks to me more in this, which means he wants to expand the svora here. It's already a Kiddush or a Birkas. The near looks like the Kolma de Bain Kiddushin going to Pruto. All what we need in Kiddushin Pruto.
Why does this keep going?
Because before he spoke Amira, he wants to show that all the parts of the Kiddushin, the layer of Kicha affects. He spoke on Siman Aleph on the part of the Amira, that other than normal circumstances, I don't need a certain Amira, or is enough of Amira, and he needs something more. Like, for example, I said, he needs to make the initiation, even if it says hand, or if you have Yad, Yad Shemochiach, Yad Dvorim Shebalev, and Dvorim, so it's enough for Kol HaTerekula for Dibur, but not for Kicha. Kicha has different rules. We see a high expectation. It's at Kicha Kiddushin. This was Siman Aleph. Now he wants to expand in the Pruta part. Before we spoke about the speaking part, now he's talking about the Pruta, with the object what you give and you make the kinyan with. So in the Pruta also, Kegoin Pruta is only Kegoin because he brought the example in Amira. So it's in Amira means in his das and his speaking. Now we're talking about Pruta, and then he's going to speak later on in her das. Those are the three parts he divides in two pieces. One is his Amira and his das. Number two is in the Maaseh Kinyan, which is the Pruta. Number three is her das for Kiddushin. So normally das of the seller, Kol HaTerekula is X, but by Kiddushin it's to be Y, because of Maaseh Kiddushin. And he's going to prove it. So it really goes to each part, and he breaks it to show the two layers in a different expectation or level of Maaseh Kicha. Capish, Rabbi Yoshua? Very good. Going to go through it. He says, the nira, the kolma, the bayina Kiddushin, ki going pruto, all we need in Kiddushin, like for example, the pruto, milvad besides, ma de bayina na kesef mishum kinyan midin kesef koin. Besides what we need the money to be an acquisition from the law of money acquires, like any other acquisition. Besides that, milvad besides, Ba'inon, we need la pruta, we need the pruta to be ba'kiddushin, b'gzeras hakosu from the decree of the Torah, b'chdei sheyeh Maaseh Kiddushin, in order to be an act of kiddushin, of kicha. V'nagdim divrei moyer v'Rabbi Ziyad. I want to bring first the words of my Rebbe, shebir divrei Rambam. My Rebbe explained the words of the Rambam. The posach, the Rambam paskin, the matonas la'achzir. If somebody gives money, real money, but with condition to give back. He gives a woman, aram mekudeshes li bekesef, the matonas la'achzir. I'm giving you as a gift in order to give it me back. Eina mekudeshes midoraisa. She's not mekudeshes from the Torah. Toisves, here's in the Gemara there, it's only with the Rabbanon. Gzeir of Chalipin. Chalipin is also the Rabbanon. She says that something is known, famous Gzeir the Rabbanon, we build one Gzeir and the other Gzeir. One is famous, less famous. All Gzeir the Rabbanon. But the Rambam says no. If somebody gives kesef matonas la'achzir by kiddushin, it doesn't work mi deoraisa. Umeforish Rambam, and the Rambam explains Dibur Rabashi and Davov Amud Beis. The Koma Rabashi says later on, page 6b, the Lo'ochin Mikudeshes, why if somebody gives money, and matonas la'achzir for kiddushin is not Mikudeshes on the Torah, Mishim de'isha eino nikras bechalipi, because a woman does not acquire herself bechalipi. The matonas la'achzir, matonas la'achzir ukemoi chalipi. It's like chalipi. V'al kein eino mikudeshes, therefore it's not mikudeshes.
The Chalipin don't produce kicha.
Yes.
Someone can
Also say then the Chalipin.
Rav Shlomo, can you do a Mashbiun for Siman Aleph? של גד שמואל. רס.
סיכום או סיכום?
הוא רזומן.
סיכום, לא סיכום.
סיכום. בסימן א', בגלל ש we need to understand better the סימן ב'. And also to have the organigram. I don't know.
Okay.
איפה זה דומה? באיזה נקודה?
What?
באיזה נקודה דומה מתנה על מנת להחזיר לחליפין בדיוק?
Because chalipi you have to give back, and also matamas lachzir you have to give back. So that's similar. The Dois Dafei, the Vav Amud Beis says, it's not mamish doime lechalipin. It's a gzera the Rabbon and the people who's not chalipin. Because chalipin you don't need to give back. But since normally chalipin you give back, so matamas lachzir it looks like chalipin. So the Chacham made a gzera, since it looks like chalipin, that's why they knocked it out. The lav chalipinu, but the Rabbanon who do lav kiddushin. It's only rabbinic. According to Toises, matanas la'achzir is only possible with the Rabbanon. Because it really is not doing with chalipin. Just Chachomim said matanas la'achzir is not good because it's similar to the normal chalipin. Normal chalipin you give back, even though you don't need to give back. So similar to that. But really chalipin you don't need to give back. But you must give back, because if you don't give back, it's no matana. There's a condition to give back. So if you don't fulfill the condition, the matana is never there. So by matana, you must give back, and by chalipi, you don't need to give back, but normally you give back. So it's a gzeir l'gabonon that people will say that matana is similar to chalipi. And why chalipi doesn't work? Even though you don't need to give back, because it's not kichet, it says kesef, it's not kesef.
That's not true. That's not why. Where did you get that from?
That part we learned that that work from
Okay.
See that the Rosh Yeshiva is thinking of something and we can't.
I'll tell you why, because
Yes,
what's bothering me is that I see that my teretz is not true. But I gave an answer yesterday. I'll pee this. Pshat and Tosfos is not true. That's what bothered me, and that's why I looked inside. I will explain it in a second. I'll explain it. So first, you have to know that you don't have all the knowledge. I can't give you in 1 second what's bothering me. Yes, but I'm going to explain the business. We'll see. So let's go back here. The Nagdim Divrei Moir veRabbi Zechus Yogan Enonei. Shebir Divrei Rambam. My Rabbi explained the word of the Rambam. Explained the psak of the Rambam. The Matonam Slachzir in the Mekudeshes Midorais. The Rambam holds Matonam Slachzir. She's not Mekudeshes on the Torah. Toysha says only the Rabbon. It's not Mamash Chalipin. Chalipin you don't have to give back. You have to give back. So he says the Rambam holds as Midorais no good because Mamash like Chalipin. Mishum deisha nigbe Chalipin. El Manor Zagzu Kemoy Chalipin. Valken Mekudeshes, which means go to the Rambam Chalipin and Maton Slachzir is the same. Toysa says it's not the same because Chalipin I need to give back. I mean Chalipin I normally give back, but I don't need to. Go to Ravash. The more there's Ravash. And the Rambam learns no. Chalipin normally I give back. And even Ravashi said an option, maybe you don't give back. Well, the Maisa Ravashi holds you need to give back. So since Chalipin you need to give it back, and Matam Zaraz you need to give it back, says Mamash Chalipin, says possible, don't rise. It is. Batonas Laachzi is Kemoi, like Chalipin. Kemoi, like Chalipin. There was not Mekudeshes. Why Chalipin you have to give back? Also, you have to give back. You have to give back. Chalipin doesn't work. This doesn't work. The Tzorich Biru needs a clarification. The Bomed Domi LeChalipin. In what way is Dome Dimyo LeChalipin? That's your question, Chaim? So that's he's explaining that Tzarich Biru needs a clarification. The Bamed Domi Ze LeChalipin. In what way they're comparable? Chalipin, Moshik Shor Tesis asked. Chalipin is you don't need to give back. Chalipin, you give back, but you don't need to give back. And Matan says he must give back. So in what way they're doing it? That's why it says Kash. But the Rambam holds no. Chalipin and Matan says are the same. So what's Pshat in the Rambam?
Why does it have to be comparable to something?
Again, the Gemara says that if somebody gives a woman maton a coin, money, the maton is la'achzir is not coin in midoraisa, according to the Rambam's girsa, because it's domu lechalipin. These are the words of the Gemara, domi lechalipin. So we want to know in what way. Toy says it's not doime. She says it's rabbinic doime. It's only rabbinic, because the world is machzir. The kasim is to machzir the chalipin. So because it looks like chalipin, even though here you must by matam you must give it back, and you don't need to give back. But lemaisa people give back. So in the lemaisa world, it's doime. That's why the rabbis knocked it out. But according to the Rambam, it's mamish. Chalipin you give back and Kesed you give back. But when you have to give back. So it's the mamish doing because with the both you need to give back. So he wants to know what exactly in what way they're doing it. But when I made a condition, but those last. I can't hear two. לכן שתקתי, ניסיתי לחשב את זה. אוקיי. ואומר מויר ורבי. So here comes Rabbi Chaim Alevi. ואומר מויר ורבי, my Rabbi, bless his memory, said,
I give you a present, but the condition give it to the back. What is the present? Like it doesn't make sense. Like, I give you a book, but give it to me. It's not. What is my present?
ואומר מויר ורבי זיה. והנה, hard to say, he argues. Yeah? I think there's a better way. What's there? He says, really need to understand the explanation of what is Kinyan Chalipin. He says there is to investigate, make a hakira. The Kesef is boidinim. Kesef has laws. V'esteras Chalipin and the law of Chalipin. Now yes, boidinim. What's a special law? Which means Kesef has unique laws and Chalipin has unique laws. And he explains in what way. He spells it out. The Kesef is lodin pruto v'lam naslachsim. The unique laws of Kesef needs to be a pruto, minimum, and it cannot be on the condition to give back. Because Kesef means I need to enjoy it. So stay by me. What you give me, whatever you want to give me as a Kesef, as a king in Kesef, is there to be enjoyed and not to give back. Chalipin, boy kli. Chalipin needs a vessel. It could be less, but it has to be a vessel. Even with condition to give back, it works. Okay, other dinim. That's machloikes, yeah. Veshnei adinim, those two laws. Sorry, jumped. Im noimadu we say. The who are called midin kesef koine. Really, Chalipin and kesef are all midin from one law, from the law of kesef acquires. The halacha omer that the law said there's beis dinei kesef, that there's two laws of kesef. Or echod, one beteras domim the boy moment, one that needs money. It's in a world of value. That you need value, the boy moment. It needs value, it needs to be minimum value. The Asheni and the other one, which is Chalipin, is also Kesef. Beteras Chalipin, the boy kli needs a vessel. The Afilam Aslazi, even to give it back. Ushnei Adinim, both laws, both special laws, and Dinim Bedin Kesef Koin, are all in the law of Kesef Koin. Which means I have two categories. I have one category of Kesef, but two types of Kesef. And each type has his own dinim, his own uniqueness. But really, both of them in the laws of Kesef Koin. In the category of Kesef Koin. That's one option. Or Eloy or no.
But Kesef connect alcohol. Like Kesef can buy everything. But in Chalipin, you can buy third things, no women, no persons.
Okay, we're talking about now in general, before. We'll see then and say, yes, you're right. Or no. The other side is, that's one side. The other side is, the madeba alocha the Chalipin koine. This alocha that comes in, that Chalipin acquires, umishum din yankin, umishum din kinim ifnatzma, is from the law of an acquisition by itself. The alocha that tells you that Chalipin acquires, it's a special law, and it's a kinyan on its own. It's not part of Kesef. And my Rabbi said, this thing, it's clarified in the Ravid. The Ravid says, a man and a slave goes out for freedom, the Kenyan Sudan. The Shiabud and the Isu. Because the acquisition is like silk, it's like money. So it breaks away the Shiabud and the Isu. Arei, the Das Arayv, we see Das Arayv. The Chalipin within Kesef Koin, we see Chalipin as it's another sug of the mean of Kesef. The whole Batoiro lo ksiv rak sheyotze bekesef, because the Torah only said that Kesef breaks a slave from his money, from his Shiabud of money, lien of money, and Isu. Mikol Mokom, however, Yoitze Gam Chalipin, the Raven holds that Chalipin does the same thing, breaks the Shiabud and the Isu. And although the Torah only said Kesef, So how do we know Chalipin? It must be Chalipin is in the same category of Chalipin. Chalipin is the same category of Kesef. Afilu ledas Rambam, and more than that, I can't say Eved is like Karka and Karka Chalipin works. So you may also have Eved Chalipin works. It wouldn't help me because I don't have a clear pasuk by Eved himself that they can do the same job, can work as a king in Karka to break the money. But to break the Isu is only one place in the Torah says the Isu that you can break the Isu. Not only the money is Kesef. So Chalipin can only be midin Kesef to break the Isu in the Raivan. Because Chalipin works as a Kenyan Karka and Eved is like Karka, wouldn't tell me that Chalipin can break the Isu. And since the Raivan holds Chalipin breaks the Isu, must be that he learns that Chalipin is midin Kesef. Oh, so we have a Raivan that says Chalipin is mamash Kesef. Aliba the Emes. Yes. What does get out means? That the Mammon and the Isu are both out. The monetary obligation he has to his master, and the prohibition that he's not to marry a Jewish woman, he must marry if the master gives him another maidservant to bring babies, more slaves, his master, that Isu, that law of prohibitions on him, he can break with money or no Chalipin. Must be that Chalipin is within Kesef. That's a svara. That's a svara of all the Rishonim on the spot. Sugya there. It's all printed in the papers. The Rashba, everybody is saying.
As from Bible,
What's the difference?
Out from the places with the Chalipin and Kesef.
And there's getting to marry not two different mechanisms.
It's true. It's true. That's you already know what he's saying. That's what he's trying to say. That's what he's trying to say. Let's see. Vafilu das Rambam, even the Rambam argues there in Chalipin by Eved. The anoit telecheres at the Chalipin cannot knock him out from Isu, lecheirus, to be free to marry a Jewish woman. Efshar the daito possible that the Rambam himself also, Gam can also the Chalipin or din Kesef. Chalipin is another oy din Kesef. The Delochi got beheaded only by a slave, which is special like a woman, like Kicha. Ain't no yoytze the Chalipin lecheirus. You know why? Why ever doesn't work lecheirus? The Isu. The halacha, the omra, the halacha that says the Chalipin works like Kesef, davke b'dima the Kesef koine. It's only specifically in the Kenyan Mamoin like Kesef. But the evidence is the Kesef, but what the Kesef can break away the Isu, udin b'diya, it's a special law of redemption. Mikro the ve'evdol nivdoso from a special verse that says ve'evdol nivdoso, v'lo Kesef koine. And not from the law of Kesef Koine. It's the law of Pidyon. V'linyan din zeh, reference to this law of Pidyon, lo ne'emro ha'alocha, the Chalipin din Kesef. The halacha wasn't said that Chalipin has a din Kesef. So therefore, what he gained? Explode. No, but when you want to learn Kabbalah, it's the same thing. This is the Kabbalah of the Pshat. Of the Pshat.
Wow. O sea, me mezcló el esclavo, después me mezcló que se puede casar con la esclava, que no se puede casar con la esclava, después
Slowly, till you get it.
Now in my mind, I understand, but now I can't understand nothing correctly. Oh my God.
Laugh, you get it. So again, what is he saying? He's saying that the Raiva definitely holds that Chalipin by Eved that works even to Mafkia the Isu must be Chalipin mamish like Kesef. It's only by Kesef the Torah said can break the Isu. But the Rambam that says the Chalipin doesn't break the Isu, not necessarily he holds Chalipin is not Kesef. He still can hold Chalipin as Kesef, but only when he said Chalipin is not like Kesef doesn't break the Isu, only by the P'tia of Eved, redemption of Eved, which is a special Xeras HaKosu, so only there Chalipin is like Kesef and the Din Kinyan of Kol HaTorah Kulo. But it's not like Kesef and the Din of P'tia. So he wants the same thing as by Kiddushin. V'ine. Next paragraph. Le'el Dav Gimel Amudan. Sal kedai techamina oil v'ni goma kicha is therefore. We learn Xeroshovim Defoin, Mas Defoin, Mikane Bechalipin, Af Ishana, Mikane Bechalipin. That's the Gemara. So Zahavim Bechalipin would work. Hamash Bechalipin doesn't work by Isha. He says, who told you? Maybe Chalipin should work by a woman. The Gemara answers, Chalipin on the page. Chalipin is Snayua exists. The Pom Shavapruto, less Shavapruto. The Isha Pom Shavapruto, Mikane Nafsho doesn't work. A woman doesn't want to be acquired, less Shavapruto, and therefore we assume that the Torah, when the Torah said, Kicha Kicha, the Gzeras HaKosov only went on one type of kesef, not on the Chalipin. לפי שיטתו של הרמב"ם מסביר, according to the opinion of the Rambam, we have to explain the Gemara, Kushas HaGemara בתירוץ הוא. Sal kedai tachamina, that the Avim is oil seeds v'goman kichakim is the Ephraim. Masod mekan bechalipin, the same way land is mekan bechalipin, afishana mekan bechalipin, who mishum, it is because the mikay when the name of kesef and koine b'ishot, since I learned that kesef works by a woman, אם כן גם חליפין בכלל כסף, וחליפין is a part of כסף. כן koine גם באישה, it works by a woman. אבל זה משנה, and that the Gemara answers. That what? The cave and the chalipin is about Shavapruto, since chalipin exists less than Shavapruto. The isha, about Shavapruto, mekan nafsho, and a woman, less than Shavapruto, doesn't acquire herself. A biur, explanation is. Av da alocha nem, or the chalipin kesef, even though we say da alocha, chalipin comes from the Lord's kesef, who koinem. So chalipin and kesef is the same by kol haTorah kula. Mikol mokum, however, ainu rak, it's only when the yandin reference to the law, but the kesef koine, what the kesef acquires, a kol haTorah kula. But there nemra alocha, only there the alocha says, chalipin gami kesef. Here's like kesef. Aber like Rabbi Kiddushin, but reference to the special alocha of Kiddushin. Aval legabi Kiddushin, a reference to the alocha by Kiddushin. La midin the kesef koine baalnu. By Kiddushin, kesef doesn't work just as a law of a general kinyan of kesef. There's another layer, elodin ma'ase Kiddushin akicha. There's another layer of a ma'ase Kiddushin of kicha. We don't learn from Zdeefoin, elo only the kemod awesome, like there. Kesef moil midin kesef koine. Kesef works from the law kesef koine. Okay, the isha here by a woman, koshivna mikichi Kiddushin, is considered kicha Kiddushin by kesef. In kinyan kicha Kiddushin, in the law of Kicha Kiddushin, then we don't have the extra halacha. The Chalipin gam kesef. Chalipin is like kesef. Sheikin meaning kesef that will require from the law of kesef. The Chalipin is not Shavapruto. Chalipin exists as Shavapruto. The Isha and a woman Shavapruto mekan nafsho doesn't require of mishum gzeras hakoso, because the decree of the Torah she ma'ase Kiddushin, that the action of Kiddushin the Kicha, the milvadin apruto, the besides of the law of Pruto. The ba'inon that we need midin kesef koine from the law of kesef koine. And the ba'inon pruto, we need pruto mixeras hakoso from the decree of the Torah. The zav ma'ase kicha de Kiddushin. The pruto will create an action of taking of Kiddushin. Ma'ase kicha, an action of kicha de Kiddushin. Talui depends betin pruto from the law of pruto mixeras hakoso of the decree of the Torah. That's the Gemara's answer. Chalipin is tai bo Shavapruto. Chalipin exists less than Shavapruto. The Isha doesn't work by less Shavapruto. And the halacha of kicha. The loitobi didolaknos that depends on her to makne. And in the ma'ase Kiddushin, less Shavapruto doesn't work in the kicha. So since Chalipin works as Shavapruto and by kicha doesn't work mitzad Shavapruto, so even Shavapruto is out. There's a different kinyan in the kicha.
And shall I get married with the Chalipin that works more than a Pruta?
What?
Shall I get married with a girl with a Chalipin?
What is shalaman? I don't know what the first two words you said.
יכול לקחת אישה
Yes.
ולעשות חליפין משהו ששווה יותר מפרוטה והיא יהיה מקודשת?
לא.
לא.
למה? כי מa'ase kicha דקידושין אומר שצריך kicha רק כסף. וחליפין מדין כסף לא מועיל. למה? כי לגבי kicha, כיוון שחליפין מועיל פה של פרוטו, זה מראה שכן אחר עניין kicha.
נכון, אבל הבנו שחליפין זה כסף, אבל רק כדי לקדש אישה צריך כסף,
כן.
לא חליפין.
כן,
אז
כן.
למה כל עניין של כאילו מגדיל, כאילו make it bigger, the עניין of חליפין, that we are not interested because we need to know that in the girl, we need to get married with money. That's it.
Yeah, but the Chalipin has money, has value.
Yeah, חליפין is also money, but not to buy a woman,
Good, you got
only
it.
to buy everything.
Right. That's the Gemara. That's Shana Gemara. Very good.
So
Later, Kiddush is coming to
So I wanted to say yesterday that that's Pshat Toises. When Toises says Chalipin is Kinyan Acher, means who be Kinyan Acher only by Kiddushin, but not by Shar Inyonim. But the problem I had is, that's why I started today, I was silent, because Toises says in the Voramul Beis, and according to Ravashi, Matonas Kesef and Matonas Lachzi is not really doimel lechalipin. Because I mean, Chalipin only give back. Yeah, he must give back. So Toisa says, you're right, it's only Gzera de Rabbanon. It's doimel lechalipin. And Toisa says, in what way is doimel lechalipin? What? That here by Matonas Lachzi, you must give back, and by Chalipin, normally give back. Even though you don't need to. Right. Now, 1 second.
אז for
But then he continues, okay, by Isha, as doimel lechalipin doesn't work. But why by Mecher works? Why Matonas Lachzi works by Mecher? So Toshas there says, he opened the vault.
בבא
No, Kiddushin.
בתרא.
Toshas says.
אבל מציע, לא בבא בתרא.
So Toshas says that the Chazal mafkia because doimel lechalipin. Teida, what's Toshas brings a proof? Because if you want to say it's Chalipin Mamesh, like the Rambam, and Chalipin is not Kesef, by Kicha, Bemecher Kono. And that Rovamud base in Kiddushin. The last 2 lines in Tosfos in the page. Teida, you should know, Dike Chalipin Dom, if you want to say like the Rambam, that Chalipin and Mortalachzi both are the same, and it's possible with the Oraisik is not Kesef by Kicha. Dike Chalipin Domu, Bemecher Kono, I by Mecher Chalipin works. So the Bikashmul answers, not a kasha. I by Mecher works. Di B'Chalipin Domu, Bemecher Kono, Be'aimone. I am not Be'anai Chalipin. How this money must lachzir work is Mamash Chalipin. First of all, Matbea cannot become Chalipin. So even though Chalipin works mitzat kesef, what? Or again, Teida Dike Chalipin Dom, if Matonas lachzir Mamash Chalipin. Bemecher by Matonas lachzir eich kono ba'imone. How you coin with this money? Because if you want to make it Chalipin, Ayin Matbena is Chalipin, Matbea cannot bring up Chalipin. Must be, it's not Mamash Chalipin, it's just the Gzeira. So this cash is on the Rambam. Vechen bepidin aben. Lame ebnoi podoi bechalipin. If Matonas lachzir is Chalipin mamash, why bepidin aben works? Alo kesef chamisha shkolim ksi, v'loi Chalipin. So by pidin aben we understand it like as a miut, only kesef and Chalipin. Even though Chalipin is kesef. I had a problem that if I want to say Pshat and Rabbeinu Tam, that really Chalipin is Kinyan only by Kicha, but by Mecher and Al Be'alma, Chalipin is kesef. So Matonas la'achzir and Chalipin, question is the same or not. So another shayla. The la'achzir you must give back. And Chalipin, you only give back, you don't need to give back. If you want, you want. So Mimele, they're not doime, it's only Gzer de Rabbono. So that's okay. So I can say really, Chalipin's mitam kesef kol ha-terech, but by Kicha Kiddushin is not kesef. And why mat kesef or Matonas la'achzir doesn't work? It cannot be because is Chalipin, because Chalipin you don't need to give back. You could give back, but you don't need to give back. And here you must give back, because it's not really doime. So it's only Gzera de Rabbanon. That's okay with me, but the Tay, that doesn't fit in my mind. Because Taisha brings a proof. Taisha says, if you're not going to say so, you want to say that Chalipin and Matan are the same, that you must give back. So if Chalipin, you must give back, and Matan is Mamash Chalipin, like the Rambam. So why by Mecher works and Mabena is Chalipin? Why by Pina Ben is not Chalik? It says Kesef, not Chalipin. No, Pina Ben is not a kasha because the Torah says Kesef. Chalipin is Kesef. Just by Kicha is not. So he understood that by Pidyon and Pdia, the same way Pdia and Evan is not Kesef. Also in Pidyon of Pidyon Ben, it says Chamisha Shkolim Kesef Ksiv, and the Torah said Kesef and not Chalipin. So it's not a din of Pidiyah. That's understand Pshita that the Chalip is not a din Pidiyah.
No, that Kesef is Kesef.
A Kesef, Bekol Torah Kulo, by Mecher. So by Mecher is not a Kash if Maton Zaraz is Chalipin, so how can by Mecher works? Because how can Chalipin work by Mecher? No, he doesn't. Kesef works by Mecher. Anytime Kesef works by Mecher, it's not a problem. If both are the same, and those both would work. He only has a problem with Chalipin. But by Pidyon Ben is not asking this kasha. He's asking that it's not Kesef. So you have to say by Pidyon Ben is not Kesef. Chalipin, it says Chamish Ashkolim below Pidyon. By Mecher, Chalipin is Kesef. His only problem in my Ben is Chalipin. But by Pidyon Ben, which the Torah said, Chamisha Shkolim Kesef, Aloi Kesef, Chamisha Shkolim Ksiv. It says Kesef Chamisha Shkolim. Has to be the Chamisha has to be from Kesef. So understand Kesef like Chalipin. Dafka. They didn't B'dia. So we made a really. So then I'm answering my kasha. They really can say Toys holds that only Chalipin Kol HaTorah within Kesef. Only in Kicha, my Sekir is not Kesef, and also not by Pidyon. Like the Rambam says, by Pidyon. Chalipin is not Kesef, doesn't produce like Eus, and my Pidyon Ben also is not Kesef. Mecher is Kesef, it's only a problem, and my Ben is Chalipin.
As Inyan Kija is not enter in Chalipin for Tosfot.
What?
¿Cómo dijo el último que dijo? Amalta por Tosfot Inyan Kija lo con Isha.
Correct. Zenisha.
Lo con Isha.
Okay.
Hasta lo Chalipin.
Okay. Really, I'm talking to myself because you guys don't know exactly the sugya there. That's what I'm bothered with. That's why it's for myself. We have to see the Tosfot well, and I'll explain how to wiggle out. Rebuven, yes.
Married a woman with a fruit,
Yes.
And we know that tomorrow the president, whatever, and the money's the value of the money gonna go down, less than a fruit. In that case, according to what we're saying in Chalipin, there is two parts, and that doesn't work because there is the part Haser Kika.
Okay.
So also in the case of the money, it's gonna be Haser in Kika. Even though that now it's worth money. Now it's worth money.
Yes.
But tomorrow they're gonna be the money is gonna go down and it's gonna be less than a quarter. The money.
But now it's Shabbat.
Yeah.
Should be Mekudeshes. No. Yes.
There's two parties in Chalipin.
Yes.
We say that Chalipin is money,
Yes.
but doesn't. We don't have the kika.
Why?
Why?
Yes. Why?
Why in Chalipin we don't have the kika?
Because Chalipin can be even less than Shabbat.
Okay,
So it's a
that's
kinyan
what I'm
achya.
saying. In the case when I get married a woman with a fruta now, it's a fruta, but potentially tomorrow it's going to be less than a fruta.
But now it's a put's okay. But Chalipin is a different type.
Now it's $1 million. This Chalipin, the Sudan is
Worth money.
what?
Doesn't matter. But right now, when I said the word Chalipin, so since Chalipin is a kinyan acher because it is acher. No, but not in Kicha Kiddushin. So right now in Kicha is not Kicha. Right now when you give a Chalipin Shabbat, right now is not good. Because not potential, not because potential. Because right now the Torah said that doesn't fulfill the requirements of Kiddushin, of Kicha Kiddushin. Because since this Chalipin has Chalipin has Shabbat in a different case. So therefore a woman It's like a red sheet, you tell you show the bull the red sheet. It's Sadina Dom. So, so that's no good. Because he would say the word Chalipin, a woman is less of a puto, so therefore is out. The Torah said such a kinyan doesn't work by a woman, because it's a kinyan of Gnai. By my sekiche, no, not by pachot, because the kinyan has pachot. That's why the whole kinyan is a bad kinyan. Doesn't matter, but the Torah said such a kinyan doesn't exist by kiche, not because of svores that Rabbonon and Mafkiyam. Doraisa, I'm saying Doraisa, like Lepnei Yeshua. That since we see that less of a puta definitely cannot fit the my sekicha, so it must be the whole kinyan is not part of the because of kicha of kesef.
Case of the fruit,
Yes.
the woman knows that tomorrow is going to go down the price.
Doesn't matter, but right now it's worth. Doesn't matter, like any case. When I buy a house with money that tomorrow will be no good, is finished. Now it's good.
I have a question.
Mañana is different.
I have a question from.
If because of the mañana right now is not worth the puta, you're right. But if right now it's worth it, tomorrow be gone. Tomorrow's tomorrow. Now it's finished.
Say with Yom HaPen you can make with Chalipin?
Yes. Not with Chalipin, with Matomas Lachzi. With money, Amanos Lachzi, but Chalipin will not work by Pinot. No, לפי תוספות.
לפי תוספות.
Yes.
לפי אורייתא עובד?
אם חליפין, אם מטומס לארץ זה לא טוב מדאורייתא באישה?
לא, אם עליהם.
תוספות, לפי תוספות זה מוי. שרה, לפי תוספות זה לא מוי. According to Toises, by פדיון הבן, חליפין doesn't work.
But according to Oraita, if I make like my baby is pedion?
No, it's a problem with Doraisa according to Toises.
Also no work. Right?
Won't work with Doraisa. The Torah says, Kesef Hamisha Shkolim, Kesef not Chalipin.
Here we know that Chalipin is not Kesef in all the way that we know Kesef.
Chalip is not Kesef in Kichav Kiddushin, and if that's our pshat, we have to add that also Chalipin is not Kesef, not on Kichav Kiddushin, also in Pidyon Eved, according to the Rambam, and also in Pidyon Aben. When the Torah said special gzeras of Evdolin Ivdoto, or you have to point to it Kesef Chamesh Shkolim, in those world, Chalipin is not Kesef, but in Mecher, Chalipin is Kesef, in Kinyonim, Chalipin is Kesef.
That's okay. Also, woman, Pidyon Aben, Pidyon Eved, you need only money.
Yes.
Because Chalipin doesn't work from to take, as I understand in my mind, that Chalipin only works with material things. When you want to buy a soul, like a soul to a person, you need money. A physical money.
That's good. Okay. Hey,
says, why Pidyon Eved doesn't work?
yes. Right. That's by a woman. By a woman is exactly Rabbi. Okay, Rabbi Hanan, Pina Ben works.
He says it.
Lebam Isha, but Pina Ben works. Pina Ben works. Rabbi Hanania Ben Akasha, Berotza Kishbon Zakasol, Vigil, Domishonon, and was once good. Ahito Irov Yadmir. Yadel Miskadei Shemeirabo. Nobody will say, we are going to say, the higher corner, the coin, the whole base is going. Bagolo is man cooking in Muhammad. Shmeirabo, Ankolam Bayo. Isboah, Istabach, Isboah, Iswemam, Isnasei. Isador, Isalel, Isalon, Shmedekul Shop, Rihu. They love me coming also, which was on the Kamoso. Amiron Dolmov, woman. על ישראל ועל רבנון ועל תלמידיון ועל תלמידי תלמידיון ועל כל מנדוס כמוראי סגדי שועדים וכל עשר ועשר יהי לו לכל שלמה רע בוקר ומחיז למרח המלכי לנביאים ומזוי לרביחו וכל המכנו שיובע רבו אמן יהי שלמה רבו משמע יורד חיים עולי לכל ישראל ואמן ויסה שלהם ואומר יעשה ברחמות שלום עולי לכל ישראל ואמן
לפי הרייבד יוצא שבעצם כן מועיל קליפין.
כן, הרייבד בעבד.
וגם באיש יוצא לפני הועיל. על הסיבה צריך להיות סיבה.
לא, הרייבד לא הרייבד. קליפין מפתיע עבד לגמרי גם מאיסר. גם מאיסר. עכשיו שאומר שזה לא מטעם כסף, לגמרי, רק בכיחו אולי לא. אבל זהו זה, בכל הפרק כולו, בכל הקניינים, וגם בפדיון עבד. למה אומר לא, פדיון עבד זה מיוחד, זה כמו כיחו. אנחנו היום הוספנו שזה איזה דבר, התוספות שסובר, שאפשר להסביר את התוספות של כיחו, זה נראה כזה, שחליפין זה קניין, נראה לי מה עשיקים. ופה הוא אומר שמקום כסף, מקום הסעג, זה רק זרע של חליפין, זה לא חליפין ממש. חליפין לא חליפין להחזיר. חליפין יכול מצד קצב, אז באמת, כמו מצד קצב, מקום הסעג זה יועיל, זה לא, זה לא יכול חליפין. אם זה חליפין, אז זה מבן העסקים. אבל אין לו בעיה שאם זה חליפין, אז חליפין זה לא כסף. איך כסף
כל הבעיה שלו שאין נדל"ן עושה חליפין.
אבל מצד שזה כסף וחליפין, איך אפשר לראות, איך זה דומה, אין לו בעיה. זה יכול להיות דומה. סימן שבארבע כסף חליפין יותר גדול, אבל בדיון הבן, הוא אומר, בראיה, איך חליפין וביון הבן, כתוב 5 שקלים כסף, זה לא חליפין. יש פוסל, כמו פדיר. פוסל מיוחד, אז זה לא יכול להיות. זה רק זה. אבל בעצם אין להם תושש בעיה שחליפין יכול למצוא כסף, רק בכיחיה ורק בניין הבן ורק הבן. כן, כן. זה מה שדברנו, מה שמסף.
לפי הרייבד יוצא שלו.
אבל זה יועיל גם.
So this is with 10 2 5s or 4 5s.
Preferably 4 5s, so whatever you're willing to parlay to.
Suddenly they call.
Let's do this with you.
Laundry. You have the same problem. Idioma de idioma esclavo.
How's it going? Excellent, excellent.
So she decided that she'll come from the board.
Thank you for looking for me.
What?
The Baba Kama, thank you.
No, it's fine. It is the same.
Good morning.
Residents came to they don't solve that, sure, because they have a code for the door.
Okay.
You want to give them the code?
Sure.
Okay.
Today?
It's just for today, yeah. Yeah, for the shoot. 9. Nine, 6, 4, 8, 4, 3, 9, 0. And I think that after they have to do the V, there is a button.
The check.
The check. Yeah.
Let me say again.
And they have to press good, because they don't press good, and they say it's not
press
working.
what?
The button, it has to tick. They have to hear it, tick, tick. If they don't hear, they press, and they think that it's okay.
Oh, yeah. Let me say it again, so let's get this one, let's go by this.
Yeah.
9, 6, 4, 8, 4, 3, 9, 0.
Must hear that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try right now.
Okay. Okay.
Second.
How you doing, Calvin? How you doing?
Amazing.
We learned from
Yes.
there.
That's mine, 78, Wow,
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Very good. Put your ship in a rock.
yeah, I'm very clear on it now, and then, yeah, so I'm halfway through on the whole stuff.
Wow. That is a big move. All right.
Really want to dance, let's take a picture.
I'll make a picture and I'll send you. And I see. And then I'll do them.
Okay, Ruben?
I didn't see it. What is this? Even in English. Very beautiful. No, I wish it. Let me do this first one page. It's not a comment. Take what? Take it out.
Okay, that's what I need to know. Claro, ya mira. No me voy a certificar para que no les haga otro chico, ¿eh? ¿Así? Sí, ¿no?
Por lo menos para, primero para mí, para él ser único, yo quiero que.
Es la tuya que
Tanta gente se queda en los antes por como que sea que está. Cuando estás soltero es como si estás muerto. Entonces, pobre. Eso dice la que me da.
no ser persona.
No es la pobre mujer.
Para mujeres sí, el hombre es el que no es persona.
No, eso no es así.
La mujer no tiene obligación de casarse.
La mujer no tiene.
Ella es persona, el hombre
No, puede ser bestia. Whatever. He was inside the gate. No, he was inside. One of the children, one of the wild dogs. One wild dog got killed his cat. So I mean, yeah, no, that wouldn't call that. That's all.
That's nature day.
Yeah, they cleaned it up. You can still see the blood on the page.
But you saw it in afterwards.
Yeah, I saw the cow was eating the thing and it saw him and ran away. And I took a look and it was. It was chicken.
That's the way I like it.
Sometimes I be feeling like a headless chicken. Yeah.
Why is it so hard?
They're using different software.
What are you?
Use
They're gonna make my game money. But if you're.
Okay, very good. I wet my shoes on the way in coming up the road. The water was running down the road.
need to change your.
You cold?
If it stays open,
Close the door. You wanna open it? You wanna open it?
I did.
No,
No,
leave it
I
closed.
guess it's right.
What's that?
Smash your.
Leave it closed.
Oh, that's what I asked.
It's like a million buttons. Try right to left.
Now I think it's.
Are you studying with Matthias? I thought you were Matthias was studying Hebrew.
Good morning on Poor Grounds. Yeah, you coming by? I have the number from.
I was actually watching.
Okay.
Did you get that water here?
You wanna give me, you want me to give the number, you can get it on the road?
But yeah,
If you want to, you can call me when you get to the door.
Can you explain this whole one to me so I can write it?
Okay.
We don't wanna waste this
And the check.
Yeah.
Check mark, check.
It's a check.
Three.
You must hear the king.
It's talking about a special case.
And then you check at the end.
They got one for a week, one for Kodesh, and one for
Yes.
Hey, Kelly.
What do you not understand
It says it's talking about the Kohen can't be last, the Leo, the last Leo is called a throne. Now he can be last.
It's okay, well, I'm racist. I don't go to special people. I'm racist against those people. I've never been happy
Maybe a six, maybe a in addition to the fact, don't you take the confirmation like this? Why are you? In addition to the fact that he so you're actually Torah, yeah.
In the color.
Not just the seven, usually we have seven.
Yeah.
And we're calling it.
Then that's like after here. After here, it's like, it tells me about how sometimes we can have. And then it doesn't really end on the first first one, you might want to call them up. And the first one, maybe, I'll let call them up. And the second one, one coin making up represents Torah, one represents Bereshit, and one okay, so for the doctor in general, reading Torah, then we read the beginning and the end of that part again at the end. That's not really the whole point. The beginning, the very first. They're not really covered. You know, it seems like Torah would reach Torah against different times. Everybody gets to watch the Torah. Happy instead of that time very much. It's called Kazan Bereshit. Everybody gets to it. Point there you go off. So now right away. Another This one is separate since one piece of the first point is called the job, but it's taking out from charge of the job. The talk is talking about we have the Shabbos that falls in order when they take. Usually we have to rule that because of the end of the Torah, the last three can be a point. We already call it something we usually do. So in this case, not even that you can do. You cannot be as nice, then you cannot be as happy. They bring this to the whole time. Why? The principle is and then when you're reading the portion of verse and he should be able to get it. And then he gets called. Usually when you got more people reading the first Torah, but on your Kodesh, you cannot be both faster than the reading of and the same idea with Shabbat about that. Different readings of Sabbath where we have different at the end of the first of the Torah, there's many people, more than 7. It's not considered that you finish your prayer, it's not considered that it's ending. We call it 7 at the end of the first 7.
No, the other person that don't really why? Only if you don't call him to the end, you have more than 7 people. More than that. So usually you have 7. If you want to have 8 or 9, you're losing the thing. That's what we first person, second person, third person. Now there's a custom, behind more than 7, so people are seeking more people go to the Torah, more people go to meetings. When those kind of more people get to go, then we make an exception for the coin. It's finished for different levels, just relatively done, right? Of course, that's a big difference. Let's go again.
This happens when they, when, no, right, that's the first one. The second part, during this, second part of this last was, see the Torah, the Kohen can be called, there could be three different points called up, because there's three different separate Torahs, three different readings. We do not call them, we do not say that there's one. And when with this, on Shabbos of Tevet. There are three different Shabbos during the year. There's a different problem where he can, even though we call many people at the first part of the Torah, the first book, we cannot call the Kohen finish that book. We have to wait. But yeah, it's sort of confusing about when do we call the Kohen out? When do we have call the Kohen out? When we have to call the Kohen out?
During certain holidays, it's more than 7, that you can't come and read the last one.
Until we take another separate Torah, and then you can come up and call that.
For the first one.
Because during those 3 days, during those 3 holidays, there's no separate Torah that get up the week. Specifically includes that extra separate Torah that you have to read. But yeah, you're gonna call more people, you come out, but he has to end it. And he doesn't really end the week reading. Then he reads from the first week, second. Okay. And clear, very interesting. I like it.
It's gonna take me like 2 days to read it. It's gonna take me like all day. I'm on 80. Yeah, I still have to go back. I still have to go back.
You're ready. You're ready to get your own that.
Yeah, I know. I still have to go back and right on the first time. 49. Oh, that's one look. That's one that's easy. That's like 50 halachas in one look. This is literally 20 halachas in one look, and one of the halachas makes a better list. I'm on 80. It might be good. It might be happy.
Now back to my fight. I'm fighting this
She's like, I'm so thirsty. Oh, thank you.
Why?
לא צריך, הוא דיבר. זה הדיבור שלו.
Iniziamo